It's getting cold and wet outside, so the time has now come for coats. To be honest, it's always cold and wet outside in England, but I digress. I must admit, I've got a bit of an addiction when it comes to coats. I never think I have enough. I think a decent coat really helps elevate your look, so I make the most of wearing them when I can. In this video, I'm going to go through the only 3 styles of coats that you need to have you covered for all situations, because they're the only coats that I use and I've been fine so far. Just remember though, I do live in the UK, so these coats are going to be tailored to the weather we get here, but I'm pretty sure you'll be fine wherever you are. I'll leave links to everything I talk about in the description, and I'll leave some alternatives down there as well. If you like this video at any point, please feel free to drop it a like. And now that's all out the way, let's get into the video. Oh, and also I'm 6 foot, 73 kilograms, and I've got a 30-inch waist. Now let's get into the video. So the first coat that I'm going to be talking about is the overcoat. These coats are my absolute favourite to wear, and to be honest with you, I'm in one of these the majority of the time over the autumn and winter months. I think whenever you wear one of these, they instantly sharpen up your look, and I'm all for that. If I could only choose one, I would choose one in a black or a grey, because they're the most versatile and they're going to go with anything. These coats can be worn with smarter looks, or you can throw one over the top of a hoodie and wear one with a pair of joggers. They're so versatile, and that's why I love them. And also, if you choose one with a bit more room in it, then you're going to have an easier time layering underneath it. I love wearing a hoodie or a jacket underneath my overcoat, so having enough room to wear them is an absolute must. When it comes to the length of my overcoat, I like something that comes down below the knee, because anything shorter than that looks like it's made for the office. In my opinion, of course. Overcoats come in a load of different styles too, so there's plenty to choose from. You can get double-breasted overcoats, single-breasted, you can get ones with a smaller collar, bigger collar, massive lapels, smaller lapels, longer, shorter, with a drawstring around the waist. You get the idea. When it comes to material, I go for one that's made out of wool, because it's going to keep you warmer and it's going to last you longer. Some of my favourite overcoats that I own are from Uniqlo, although they haven't brought any out this year that have caught my attention. There's still time though, and they normally bring some out around this time of the year, so keep your eyes open. But I'm really not sure what's going on with the JW Anderson and Uniqlo drop. They've normally dropped the autumn-winter collection by now. They did last year anyway, so I don't know why it's taking so long, but I always find a good coat in that collection. I got this navy overcoat from last year's collection, and I think the fit is stunning, and I paid about £160 for it. This beats a lot of more expensive overcoats in my opinion. So if you don't want to fork out a load of money, then I definitely recommend shopping at Uniqlo. I'll try and leave some links in the description. Otherwise, keep your eyes peeled for the JW Anderson collection. For the colder days, you're going to need something that keeps you warm, and that something is a puffer jacket. The puffiness of the jacket traps air inside that's warmed by your body, and that's what keeps you warm. We get very scientific on this channel, especially using the word puffiness, but you get the idea. I love the way these jackets work with more casual looks, although they do work with pretty much anything. Anyway, I picked up this jacket from Weekday in a size medium, and I think it's a really great jacket. I love the cut, it's got a slightly shorter length which I really like, and a bit of a boxy fit, so you've got room to layer underneath. But this jacket came in at £90, and I think that's a really great price for what you're getting in my opinion. It's made from recycled materials, which is always great to see, and it's definitely going to keep me cozy this winter. But if you want something with a hood, then this one from Arquette is an absolute beauty, and I was about to get it last year, so it might be time to take the plunge. Uniqlo also has some really decent options when it comes to down jackets or puffer jackets. I've owned a few in the past, and they do a great job at keeping you warm. On the rainy days, I think we need something to protect us from the rain, so a raincoat and a rain jacket might be a good idea. So that's what we're going to talk about next. These days, there's so many options to choose from that it can be a bit overwhelming, but don't worry, I'm here to help. If you're a fan of the longer raincoat, then the brand Stutterheim are definitely one to look at. They make fantastic coats that look really stylish, and the price for what you're getting is really decent in my opinion. But if Stutterheim is on the pricey side for you, then check out Rains. They've got similar style coats for a more affordable price. But with Stutterheim, the sizing is great. If you go true to size, they give you a bit of extra room to layer underneath. Unfortunately, at the time of choosing my coat from Stutterheim, I wanted something more fitted, and I didn't really think about layering at the time. So I can't layer underneath it, so I barely wear it. I also find longer raincoats these days harder to move in, especially because of the material a lot of them are made out of, so I tend to go for a rain jacket instead. And when it comes to rain jackets, if you can afford it, then I can't recommend the Beta LT from Arc'teryx enough. Not only will it keep you dry and last you a long time, it also looks really good too. I've yet to add that coat to my collection, but maybe I'll add it soon. At the moment I've got the Resolve 2 jacket from the North Face, and I picked it up in a size medium. And this jacket comes in at £100, which I think is a really decent price for a rain jacket. The fit for me is perfect, and there's enough room to layer underneath, which is exactly what I want from a raincoat. On the colder days, you're going to want to wear a jumper or a fleece, so having enough room is a must. It's got a built-in hood, which I'd always recommend you go for with a raincoat. You don't want a wet head, and it's got a drawstring around the waist, and this is a feature that I really love with my raincoats. I think it looks better when they're pulled in. But everyone knows the North Face by now, they're absolutely everywhere. But if you want a jacket that's not going to break the bank, that looks stylish, then grab a jacket from them. So those are the only 3 coats that I'm going to need to see me through the winter. That's all I've got for today. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave it a like. If you're new here and you enjoy fashion content thoroughly, then don't forget to hit subscribe. And I will see you all next week. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. See ya.